Hi and welcome. I'm Ottillia, Edie, and we are going to be doing a live reading. Pick a card this evening. I'll wait for a few people to join in. It's been a while since I've been online, so I'll wait for some people to get some notifications and join in. And if not, I guess you'll catch the video later and I'll continue. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well. We have some really special, exciting energy coming up. And I see some people are joining the room now, so welcome, welcome. How are you, everybody? I'm going to be doing some live readings this evening. I'll pick a card. So I hope that you will enjoy this energy from the Lionsgate openings that we're having coming in soon. It's really great to see everybody. I see some familiar faces. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Yeah. And Dean, I think that's you. I'm pretty sure. Hi. So it's really great to see everybody. I decided that it's time I come online and help some people moving through and shifting through some really wonderful energies. So hi Jeanette, how are you? Good to see you. So I'm sure you guys have all heard a little bit about the Lionsgate, and I won't get too much deep into it. However, we have a really strong alignment right now, especially with Saturn helping us shift and move a lot of energy. So a lot of people's lives may be in turmoil, in chaos. I talked a little bit about this at the beginning of the year, how this year would be really topsy-turvy all over the place for a lot of people. People are cleaning up karma, which is wonderful, not easy, but wonderful. And it's going to make your life a lot easier in a little while. So trust the process is what I'm going to say through this. So the Lionsgate has really wonderful energies for manifestation, but first we need to empty our cup. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about what we're going to be emptying today. We have one day before the actual energy of the portal opening tomorrow. Well, from my part of the world anyways, which is in Canada, Ontario. So wherever you are, look at where it's coming in for you. You can easily Google that online. And what I'm going to say is think about the things that you want to release. And the easiest thing to do is just write it down. And you know what? Burn the paper when you're done. Before the energy of what's coming into the Lionsgate. So I want you to first empty your cup, and then I want you to think about what you want to manifest. So there may be processes to that, and I figured these card readings will help us through that in the next little while. So the first pile, we have Smokey Quartz. This is a stone that is very protective, especially on the astral plane. So when we begin to manifest ideas, first we do it in our dream times. And we may have dreams about it. We may have feelings about things we need to do. And so I feel like this card here may be, this first pile here with this stone is going to help people who are having dreams, a lot of dreams or ideas, or they don't know which direction to turn or what's facing them. A lot of confusion is what I feel. So this may help clear that channel. And I'm getting a little bit of information already coming down for you guys. So there's some healing energy involved in this. So some of you who are picking pile number one may be going through a really deep healing process like never before in your life, where you may be facing a lot of things. So I'm just going to say that, but there's help here. I think even just listening to the reading may help you have a little bit different perspective of all the confusion that's coming at you. So that's what I feel for this card. So the second pile, we have Malachite, and I'm not sure, the lighting in here is a little bit dark, but I just kind of wanted it that way. It's better on my energy. So the Malachite is very protective. I feel like maybe people who pick pile number two are going through energies of maybe some even psychic attack. That's also, I feel, entangled with pile number one, but more so with pile number two directly. So you may feel things emotionally that you're not used to feeling, and I feel like this Malachite is going to help people through processes of releasing energies that aren't theirs into differentiating. Maybe there's a lot of empaths in the group here, and that's for pile number 2. I'm feeling that. Maybe not, but we'll see what the pile says. But I haven't looked at these cards beforehand. I only know I picked the stones and then shuffled the cards with your energies. Oh, hi, Chrissy. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of really good familiar faces here that I haven't seen in a while. It's wonderful to see everybody. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to get into talking a little bit. It's so nice to see all these familiar faces. I try not to get too emotionally involved because then I read only for those people. So I want to do the whole group, you know. But when you comment and you make your stuff known, especially during pick a cards about what you're going through, other people may be going through similar and have similar circumstances that you guys can share information about what you guys have helped each other through. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like these readings are helpful all around for most people. And if not, you can just sit back and listen in the background. That's okay too. All right, so the rose quartz. I feel like this is obviously relating to heart energy, so healing of the heart. I feel like maybe those have some heart damage in the heart chakra, for instance, not actual heart. I said that. Maybe some of you are going through heart problems. I'm not sure. But I do feel like more so this is emotional. So I feel like that card pile will help you through very difficult emotional feelings. All right? So I'll give you guys a moment to think about what pile what you feel resonates with. Either pile number 1, Smoky Quartz. Pile number 2, some Malachite. Jeanette, we all do right now. It's a little dark out there, right? Okay, and then pile number 3 is rose quartz. So just sit with that for a while, and let's hope to bring in some light in the darkness. I'm going to say something else about, going through these dark periods of what we're going through presently in our planetary alignments. These are energies to give rest. And it's going to take time to clean up all the darkness that's going on in the world right now. Certain things have to be exposed. Other things need to be quiet. You know what I mean? So there's some balancing going on in the world globally. And if you guys are empaths, you'll feel that. So you may feel very anxious, a lot of anxiety and that sort of thing. So I'd like you guys to take time today with this reading or this evening and just relax. Relax into what these cards have to say, because they are messages, channeled messages from the heavens for you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I love all of your energies. It feels wonderful this evening. My heart was feeling very heavy, I have to tell you. Everybody's going through stuff, including myself, that we're all dealing with. And I feel like I really was in need to come online tonight. All right, so pile number 1, the Smoky Quartz. When I was shuffling the cards, there was so much energy coming in about healing, about being calm, about getting clarity about certain issues, focus. There was a lot of energy about love life coming in, chaos and that kind of energies. So mainly about healing, I have to tell you, like I was feeling a lot of comfort come in. All right, so with these cards, let's see what they have to say here. I'm just going to lay them out. I picked quite a few of them, actually, so you guys will have a good general, if one aspect of the pile doesn't flow with you, it may later resonate, but for now, I feel like just sit with it. Maybe even just meditative, listening to the energy of the heavens, okay? So the very first card we have here is forgiveness. Oh, look at the light going on here. I don't really have very good lighting here. You know what? I'm going to just take a second. Sorry. I'm going to try to fix this light to a different tone because I'm not liking the way... Oh, whoa, that was like... wakey, wakey. Give me a second. I'm just going to try to do there. That might be a little bit better. Yeah, for coloring. All right. So We have here forgiveness. And this card, it's a very gentle heart energy feeling. Flower color is pink. You may not really see that. I'm not even sure what type of flower it is, but it looks like something that would be on the countryside, you know? So maybe the very first thing I get here is spend some time out in nature, working with forgiveness. There may be things that you're working through in this particular time. I'm feeling a lot of death. So maybe you have lost a loved one that is close to you in the last while. I know for myself, I picked number 1, and that is my situation. I've had a lot of loss, death in my family, actual death, not just, you know, the death of situations. So for me, forgiveness, I feel was important to bring out because, you know, when you have siblings or parents or whatever the situation is, there's always circumstances that have unfinished business with them. They're family, they're soul groups, right? So they work with us to help us grow. So I feel like number 1 maybe have something to do with this, maybe more, but this is what I'm picking up for this right now. And I am feeling like there's some, like the color of the background is gray in the picture, so I feel like there is some real deep sorrow, real deep loss here. And when you cannot have closure to a situation and there's a death, a real death, whether it is physical or just emotional, then there is heaviness in the heart. So I feel like this is a time of purity for that particular situation that you're going through. Here we have introspection. And it is once again a flower energy, but I feel like this is a little bit more chaotic. So with this, I feel like it is time for meditation. If you do not have a practice of meditation, it is time to pick one up. If you do, you may find your meditation being very difficult to concentrate for periods of time. So with this, I'm going to suggest looking at the solar plexus. The solar plexus feels out of balance. So this is where the emotional ground for burning the emotions are. So there's like a playing field of where we can work with our emotions. But if we do not work with them and we just allow them to constantly hit us, then what begins to happen is through the solar plexus, it breaks down the nervous system. So in the physical, you can get sick with autoimmune diseases, all different types of things. So let's just not get too much into that. But what I'm feeling here is that if some of you are suffering from like chronic illnesses and that such, this is a little bit of time for introspection to maybe heal some of those aspects and grow beyond some of the pain that you're contending with, whether it's in the physical or not. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Oh, I have had a lot of clients have a lot of loss, and me myself, so I understand that it's a time for grieving and introspection, and I feel like this is about that for sure. So the chaos, when you're meditating, if you're a constant meditator and you're finding chaos, I feel like this is part of the problem, the solar plexus. So when that begins to happen, some of you have taken classes from me that I see that are in the group, and so they will understand when I'm talking about opening up your solar plexus, all of your chakras, and then bringing this energy up to the heart and have the heart energy burn up all of those negative emotions that you don't know how to process quite yet. So you're getting something happen in the physical that's shocking to the system. It goes through the waves of your aura and then it hits the physical. It's therefore a progression for you to learn about your emotions and how to handle it in different circumstances. And so this is the time to bring this energy up. And when the magic of forgiveness steps in, when that emotional energy comes to the heart. So the goal isn't just to have it sit in the heart. There's much more to it than that. At present, with the Aquarian age, our mind is developing where we'll have sparks of great intelligence come in beyond what we know now as groups consciousness begins to come in. And as this happens, the mind and the heart begin to work together. Sometimes this chaotic, static energy will come in just before these powerful gateways open up energy for you to sort of still yourself. And when you're able to still yourself, then at this point, understand there's going to be working through stillness and then chaos. So there's be a fluctuation is what I'm seeing. So understanding not to be so rigid and forgiving at this time for yourself, for past situations, for things that are unfinished, all of these things. Gather those emotions up in this next day. You guys got like about 24 hours before the gateway comes in, approximately, a little less. Let's just say 12 if you got to sleep, okay? You guys got 12 hours to think about this. What you want to place aside and what you don't. And so that you're going to burn these energies up in this emotional energy. And when that happens, relaxation can step in. So this is the next card, relaxation. Relaxation is the piece where the nervous system does not get damaged, where the health doesn't get damaged through these spiritual experiences that you're experiencing. So, if you are having physical ailments and you are near a healer, I mean, all of you are not near me. Most of you are quite far away. I'd say make an appointment with me. But that's kind of impossible when it comes to this sort of thing. So I'm going to say go to a healer near you. If you have, shamanic healings, or anybody around you that does Reiki or massage, or maybe a sweat lodge or something of that nature, please go, guys. Please go. So I feel like that healing aspect, there's going to be deeper healing aspects for you if you go and experience that within the next, 8 weeks is coming to me for some reason. So that's what I get. There's an 8-week period of this energy for the healing process to like really divide one way and then begin that true healing process. And I feel like, this forgiveness that's coming in is a very magical process. And I don't know if any of you have built up, from situations from the past where you have so much anger, you really don't know what to do with it. You just kind of ignore it and suppress it. Well, there's been too much suppression, and I feel like this is with this stone, the Smokey Quartz, it's like hitting the astral, like your channel to your spirit. So we're cleaning this up now so that we can have direct sort of, channels to people. Hi everybody. So for those of you who've just joined, I just seen some comments come in. So I hope that this is like beginning to resonate with you. There's a whole bunch more cards here, and I feel like I want to begin to go through them. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. So most of you are trying to escape, I feel like, through avenues of making money, and I feel like there's actually a lot of opportunities for making money right now for this particular group. But then there's this grief situation that you're contending with, so it's sort of preventing you off and on. And I also am feeling love matters in this particular card as well. This particular layout. And so we have here the Emperor. So you maybe be finding yourself very rigid about your thinking, and then you're like, wow, why am I so rigid? So I feel like there may be some fears about certain decisions you have to make, and these decisions are maybe concerning love or conflicting energy. So let's just say you have a very spiritual way about you, and you have a job that's not very spiritual. You may begin to think, I don't know if I can handle the situation the way it is anymore. Or it could be a love, like a relationship, you're in a marriage or something of that nature where there is a process where you decide that this is no longer healthy for you and you're going to completely, end this relationship. I also feel for another subgroup of you that your marriage, if you are married, is it's fine, but what I feel is communication is lacking and you're going through a lot of heavy stuff. So maybe you might want to share that and open up to your partner a little bit. It's time to be able to let them in a little bit. I don't feel like anything that you're experiencing they won't support. They may have a more rigid also idea about how you should handle it and feel you're too emotional, but you must feel these emotions. So it's okay to do some work projects, because I feel like it's a prosperous time for you. However, you will have challenges. These challenges, I think, with finances are I feel like it's like sharpening the sword. I don't know how else to say. All of these things coming at you are like sharpening the sword, so it's like a more kinder, loving, authentic you coming out. That's what I'm definitely feeling. So you do have the Devil card here. You have the Ten of Swords, and you also have the Nine of Cups. So there may be over a death or a situation in a family, actual physical death. You may have lost a loved one. And I feel like maybe there's some money involved, and you might be having an inheritance here. And there may be some arguments over what is going on with inheritances or family money. So it feels like what you're doing with your money in particular is intertwining with family money, and you may be receiving an inheritance of some sort. So this way you are, working with growing your authenticity. But it feels like to me, people around you may not be in that authentic state, and they don't understand your plight at this particular time. So you are working through a lot of things, and I do feel there is some backstabbing energy here. You may be dealing with somebody in the family who is not so pleasant at this time, and I'm sorry if that's the situation, because it's hard enough to contend with the loss of a loved one with all of this, and then to respect the money they left you and all these types of things that you're contending with. I'm really feeling this heavy with all these mixed emotions. So this is the time to burn that up, okay? That makes sense to you. So we do have Bat here. I do feel like there are some things that are working against you. You do have outside energies that are attacking. And I am feeling psychic attack of some sort. So they may be sending very negative energy towards you. And I'm not exactly sure what that is about. But I feel like this is what you are working through and pushing aside so that it doesn't interfere with your life. You feel like you're separating yourself from some certain negativity that's in and around you. So the next card we have here is the Table. This is hard work ahead. And I was feeling that. I feel like you were making a plan to do something, and then a bunch of added pressure came on. It's sharpening your ability to be agile and change within a situation and to grow things to a really healthy state for you. Not just for you, but I feel like for other people as well. So maybe the houses that your planetary alignment is in this gate, if you know your channel, know what you're doing with this card when it comes to making money for other people, family, what you karmically, I don't want to say debt, but like what you're able to do is more than other people in and around you at this time with what you have. And you can grow things that are more expansive, and for not just yourself, but for other people as well. So I feel like you carry that with you. And the next card here is Diamond. And I am, interestingly enough, it's right under the Lover's card. So some of you are contemplating being together in an engagement with somebody. I feel like there's engagement coming through. And so maybe you needed to work through this piece with some loss in order to come together wholly with the person that you're with. So there may be some real healing there for you, because I do see here the Ten of Pentacles, a very happy marriage, happy outcome for finances. So I feel like you're doing the right thing with it. It's just emotionally difficult when you would rather have the person there with you than any amount of money that they've ever left you. So that's kind of something that I'm contending with, and I feel like people around you may have taken for granted the person, and they're not really seeing, they're just looking at the money. So I feel like there's something there with that you're working through, and I'm sorry if that is your situation, but it doesn't seem very pleasant. But I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to set an example, and I feel like your family is going to come around. So that's a little bit interesting, Yeah, maybe it might not be for you fully, so I'm not sure. You have to just pay attention to whatever is. And if these card readings resonate with you, then great. But if they don't, then this pile isn't for you. So you got 2 more piles to choose from, okay? So yeah, I see here you have the dealings with a fair man, blonde or gray-haired person. And you have haystack, karma, reaping what you have sown. So you see, this is what I'm saying. I didn't even look at these cards, and you have wind chimes. So there's peace and harmony. So I feel like through all of this nonsense, maybe like this kind of like coming to an end, or you're maybe just immediately facing this, but it's going to come to an end very, very soon. And all of this peace is coming in for you. And I'm feeling it's a good thing, and you do have help in and around you. So chose the deck Ask Your Guides, and I wanted to say, like, what is it specifically that you would like need to hear so that you can help yourself work through these situations? No worries, that's okay. Welcome. Just maybe, I don't know if you can rewind while I'm live, but maybe I'll just go through this once again. So we're doing a pick a card, and there's 3 piles. So I'm just on pile number 1, in the just coming to the end of it, and then I'm going to go into pile 2 and pile 3. So if you look in the description in the, I'll just take a moment and explain. If you look in the description of the video, then you can see the different piles to choose from. Okay? All right, so I'll carry on. So if you want to just make it simple, just 1, 2, or 3 of your piles. So with this, I said I want to ask your specific guides what the message is, so I gathered your guides in front of me. And let me tell you, some of you guys are hard to gather the guides, so that, like, I'm calling them going, hey, I have some messages for you. You're so busy with doing what you're doing. It took me a lot to get your guides gathered. I'm just going to say that. So some of you may not be meditating enough. I'm just saying, take a moment to gather your thoughts in the morning and in the evening, you know, and release in the evening and plan in the morning. Yeah? Okay, so you have restrictions, and you have your joy guides. So you may be, these mental thoughts may be restricting you to what it is that you feel you should be doing because all the thoughts are coming in at once. It's overwhelming. So you may be locked in like some mental prisons at this particular time. The second card here is we have Death, Guardian Angel. So obviously, there is much to do about death in this reading. We have the Death card and quite a few things about forgiveness and releasing in this. And this is not the only Death card. We have one more Death card I'm going to bring out in a minute. So with this card here, you are releasing. And you know, here's the thing. With this card, with these Death cards and this forgiveness card, there's one more I'll bring out later, but I feel like you will, like when you forgive, just before you forgive, you will die, like you will die an emotional death. Letting go, like I say, that feeling those emotions, like I said, on that plane in your solar plexus, when you do that, you're literally feeling everything that you went through already. And it could be very traumatizing, whatever. So you must learn that that's like an actual death that process that you're going through, just as if someone was physically dying. It's not easy to go through that on those emotional levels. People who are on the Soul Path group, I do feel, have those deep emotions. People who are empathic have these deep-seated emotion that they're feeling just as if it was happening at the same time. So learning to control that and burn that up is really, really important, like right now. The only way that your mind and your heart can work together is if you burn up those emotions past where you need. Okay? So understand, do not restrict yourself through judgments and mental prisons when you're going through the death cycle. We do have discipline, and in these cards I don't really have take reverse, but I was feeling strongly today to take reverses. So this card in the first pile, reverse, is telling me that you are in a mental prison. You're not releasing your mental thoughts. So they're spinning in your head over and over and over again, and you're getting trapped on that wheel. So this is telling you and asking you, your guides are saying, just like I was saying, it's hard to gather you guys together, your guides' thoughts, because you're so scattered and you're asking your guides to do a million different things, and they're so freaking busy they can't really get through to you. So they're asking you to take pause, to meditate, the only way we're going to receive clear messages and work out through problems is when we are not overwhelmed, and when we can push that aside and push that to the edge of the aura. The edge of the aura will begin to smooth down, and all of these things that are coming at you, I guarantee you, doing what I said with your solar plexus, will help you manage the emotions of when things do come at you. The quicker response you have to difficult things that you're going through, the quicker you get over it. And the next time you have a difficult thing to get over, this allows you to get over that quicker. So it is a progressive energy that begins to happen when you work on yourself. So I feel like there's been some dark shadow energy that you guys have been contending with over this last year. And at this Lion's Gate energy is actually opening up. So you're going through the death cycle. This is why most of you probably haven't had much energy for the last like months at least, if not year. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. So this is time to really release this, which is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to take out the moon card. This is the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. And this is everything we have been talking about. This is another death card, the Scorpio card. So the moon cycle, the moon energy is telling you, who those of you specifically who have Scorpio placements in your chart at the Lion's Gate opening will feel this very heavily. So your guides are saying, we are here with you. You're not alone. You're going through an interesting process of understanding deep forgiveness. You're going to relax into it, and you're going to release. You're going to understand truly what it means to let go for real. So you will have help through this. Someone's asking about meditation here. So I do have a meditation page called Still Thought Meditation. And if you are inclined, you can go on, and there are some videos up there for some meditations for you to do if you're interested in that. Okay? You guys can either PM me or message on here if you really want the link, and I'll put the link up for you. Okay, so I also felt like it was important to touch on love, because you know what? It's so important. No matter what's going on, I always feel like everybody's loving their love life. You got to have your love life right? Okay, so we have here, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this is what I'm saying. You must let go. So if you guys are, if your goal is to have like a love life, once again, if you're single, or a better love life, or a deeper love life with your person, then this is the time for that. So all of these negative emotions that you're contending with, time to release it. Don't get entrapped in your mind with all of the negativity. So this is the time to release. And very soon, which is, I feel the Lion's Gate energy is what's coming in for you to open up all of this, all of your gifts. You have some magnetic attraction and calling in your soulmate. Okay, guys, I was like, I haven't had these cards out in so long. I'm shuffling and shuffling and preparing them. I was like knocking on them and waking them up, and I was like, come on, wake up, wake up. So it feels like some of you may have given up on love life and just kind of tossed it aside and said, forget it, and you can't even be bothered. But I feel like this is the time that passion energy comes back in. The Leo gateway, double Leo energy force. I don't know if you guys have felt it, but since Leo has come in, it's like a lot of us have been picking up some energy and going, okay, I got to do this. Okay, now I have some energy to do it. Okay, maybe today I'll do this. Maybe I'll have a few hours for that. So this is what I'm feeling that is going to be pushing you guys forward. It's the energy, it's the death cycle that you've been through. Okay, so now rebirth. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. That's really, really, really important that you guys do understand that death cycle process. Okay. So some of you may be thinking there's a lot of death around you, and be working as like a death doula, helping people to pass over. So if you guys are looking at that kind of energy, then maybe it is a path that you might want to explore. So, helping people through that. So I don't know why that came out, but it just did. Okay. Oh yeah, Dean, you have lots of confusion. Yeah. So, that is an energy that I'm feeling when people are like trying, and you cannot still your mind. I mean, I'm I teach meditation, and even myself when things are coming at you emotionally, it's easy for when you are in a healthy position and everything's going right for you to meditate and do all the things right. But when you are truly in need of it is when you're faced with much chaos and much conflict coming at you. And so that is the time to really, really test your fortitude in meditation and to continue working through that confusion, because there are times when you will be, and accept those times and let them release. And I do feel that's going to straighten out for you very, very soon. So if those of you who are experiencing that, as well as you in particular, Dean, then that will help you release the restrictions. You're releasing really. Okay, guys, think about this. We are in this huge releasing the Piscean age into the Aquarian age. We are releasing not just our life pain right now. We are releasing lifetimes. All of these, conflicting relationships that people are in, all of these experiences that we're having are all like a boiling point of bringing all of our past life karma up to this point so we can fix it, so that we can go into an age where we have absolute peace. I mean, unless we're facing our issues on the dark energies, we are not able to bring in the light fully. Do you know? It's like sweeping the dirt under the rug. That's what we've been doing for centuries with our lives, and now it's like time to face the music. Here we are, and we're at we're at the brink of coming into a real birth, like the end of the death cycle, and at the brink of a birth cycle. So that's amazing, guys. It's really, really tough energy. I must say, it's tough energy to work through. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you guys are interested in that meditation thing, I will put up after the video the link to this in the description box. I didn't really think about that because sometimes I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth with these things. I don't think about, promoting this or promoting that. I just think most of you know what I do and where stuff is on my page and on my stuff. I advertise it enough on there, right? Hopefully it's not too annoying. All right. So we'll just take a breath and shift the energy for a bit. Actually, I think I'm going to get some sage, and 1 second, okay, guys? Okay, I'm just going to use a little sage here. Clear that energy. And I want to say again, I'm getting like a clear message for those of you who have lost loved ones. When you're, don't be surprised if they start like communicating with you, and like when you're thinking of them, you'll think of things that they would say to you, and you're thinking, oh, that's just my imagination. I'm just remembering them. But I have to tell you, I kind of feel like it's an actual visit. I've lost some dear. I mean, I'm psychic medium, and I've lost some very dear loved ones close to me, and I just had a brief visit myself. I didn't even have like long visit yet. So, it takes time when people pass that they come and visit you sometimes. Sometimes it's really, really quick, depending on their energy, so, yeah. So I'm just saying, be patient with messages that are coming to you. Okay, so Malachite. We have, this is the stone, Malachite. And this has been with me for a very long, long time. Yeah, burn some sage if you want. Sage is really helpful to raise the vibration, clear out the energies, and clear you. A lot of people are, listen, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm in a lot of different kinds of witchy groups, and I'm listening to what people are saying, very new people, and there's a lot of TikTok stuff and all this kind of nonsense. So here's the thing. Sage is not a closed practice. Anybody can burn sage. You can use it, you burn it and to clear your home, your energies where you live, and your personal body. In the morning, if you are inclined to do this, you can just take the sage smoke and you give yourself, after you have your shower and get yourself ready for the day, and if you're going to meditate or whatever when you get up, you use the smoke to clear your mind, to clear all of your chakras, and your energy field, and your space. All the negative thoughts that you had the day before or whatever, make it disappear, There's a most wonderful tool right there. Okay, so not a closed practice. Anybody can do it, native or non-native. Yeah? Ask me how I know. I was married to a native person at one time. Okay? So, let's go. Here. Now, these cards, I'm feeling like it is all about feeling joy, feeling positive, releasing energies that I feel like you're really fed up with feeling down, in this thing. So, you're beginning to, like, though this group is already flipped the switch. They already are concentrating on blessings. So those of you who are in this group, you have a much more positive attitude. And I feel like nothing gets you down. Like, honestly, I just went from real low energy and all this stuff to really, now it's like my vibration is going, whoa. So those of you who are in this group, you just really want to, I feel like, embrace joy, your divinity. I feel the next kind here, divine guidance. You want to pay attention to divine guidance. I feel like you have been paying attention to divine guidance. And the card we have here is joy. So with joy, divine guidance, and blessings, it makes me feel like here that you are all concentrating very diligently on the positive aspects of life. I feel like there is a justice, there's justice. So some of you may have gone through a very difficult court situation, or for someone feeling like it's like relationship, court, settlement, like divorce, and then I feel like some of you it's like to do with a work related situation. So I feel like justice has been served. Now you did not, I feel like you've been through something very, very difficult, and there was a lot of suspicion around your situation, and with this I feel like other people have looked at you, like they're looking on at you like, how did you come out of this like so well? How do you come out so positive? How do you always look like you have your work in order? Your life is always happy. You're always generous. You're always no matter what's going wrong in your life, you're always positive. You always have support around you. And I feel like this is truly your life. No, you've had a lot of negative experiences, but you're able to move through these experiences and take the joy in life. So if you are just like maybe coming out of a difficult time and you're like, to heck with this, I'm not letting these things get me down. I am going to go through things in a more positive aspect, and I know what I am made of. I know what I can do for other people. I feel like that I can help other people through situations. I've worked through my problem. Some of you may be teachers, some of you may be readers like myself or something. There's something like this. So that's interesting, and I'm just going to come into that because we have some Pisces energy coming in too. So concentrating on working, keeping yourself together, all these things. So you will have outside support and you will have money coming in. So I don't want you to worry about this. I feel like now is the time to stop, to concentrate on your blessings. So if you haven't flipped the switch yet, you have to do this in order to have those blessings come in. So you have a marriage will take place. So just a second, guys. I forgot the smoke alarm. Great. Just a second. Well now, danger, danger. Hang on. Woo. Danger, danger. As soon as I start talking about marriage. Guys, what's going on? Are you planning to like jump the gun and ask somebody to marry you, or you them ask you, like, maybe if this is coming in quick, this marriage thing, maybe you should just take a pause, is what I'm seeing. Okay, because with that smoke alarm, I take everything in my readings as a sign. I've burnt sage in here like 1,000,000 times. I've never had that happen. Okay, so please take pause. So maybe some of you have gone through a divorce. Maybe your person is going to try to come back or something like that. I'm like, I don't know. All right. So those of you that are dealing with that. So I'm not saying not to have romantic time, but I am feeling like maybe the person who is coming, if you are with someone that you've just broken up with and they want to come back and they think, oh, let's give it another try, all this stuff. I feel like it's about money, guys. Like, it doesn't feel like it's about love. It feels like it's about money. I hate to say that. I don't want to, rain on anybody's parade or give someone false hope or anything like that. But maybe they will use that emotion of yours, of wanting something, knowing you've worked hard to give it up, and separate yourself from that because it was toxic or whatever the situation was. You needed to go your separate ways. So I feel like with this, that they are maybe a little stubborn. They're a little stubborn. You have the bull. I feel like you don't back down, don't give in to this. Like I have to say, the saying right on it, don't back down from your situation. Keep your fortitude in what you're doing. So don't let anybody manipulate your emotions into a relationship, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Danger, especially in money matters. Are you kidding me? So, come on, guys. So what is going on here? Money, 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 right? What is it that your money is leaking out like this? Have you given your power away? Because what I'm seeing in the above cards is that you're concentrating on your money and money is coming in. So what's happening? Are you feeling like you're in fear that you might not have enough? Some of you, if that's what's going on, I'm going to redirect you for divine guidance to count your blessings, count what you have, look at the things that you have, because that's what's going to create joy. So if there's fear about money, please do not fear. Put that place aside. It is time to funnel out. There's lessons here to be learned. So that you got the funnel and lessons to be learned. So these are really, really strong lessons. And there's angel here. You have spiritual guidance and protection. So put your fears aside, count the blessings that you have with money, and look at that as a situation where you're learning how to handle the emotions that when people come at you falsely, because that's what I'm seeing. And you need to if you want all this happiness with family, and I feel like another relationship coming or a new situation, it's like you have to like separate from whatever that divorce was that you were dealing with, whether it's work or an actual divorce. Then the new things come in that are positive, okay? And that's when the happy life comes in. And whether you're with someone or not, but I do sense that you are not going to be alone. So if that's your fear too, no, you count your blessings and your joy and who you are when you're single. And the confidence that exudes is actually very magnetic, okay? Very magnetic. So you have intervention, you have creativity guides. So if you are not doing so, it is time to get creative with certain things, and that can be in any avenue. It can be musically, it can be artistically, like with actual like drawing, painting. It can be doing what I'm doing is an art. It can be astrology. It can be delving into any of the occult arts that appeal to you. It can be actually making money with a skill you have artistically. Maybe you're a carpenter, you build things. I don't know. Maybe you're a woodsmith. I'm not really sure, but that's what's coming to my mind with this. And I feel like you're very focused on those things. Once you start going, I feel like it brings out passion also with you. And I am feeling divine guidance. If you're confused about where you want to go or what you want to do, there is going to be a time where there's going to be an intervention with this. So somebody has placed some stipulations on you. There's depravity here, where it has put you in a situation where you may have financial problems. So the prosperity guides are working with you at this time for you to use your creativity to come out of that. So it says here, you have appreciation again here. So with appreciation, the joy, the blessings, and the divine guidance, I am definitely feeling count your blessings. Quit looking at what you don't have and only look at what you have. Okay? That's really, really important for you. And here's why. New love. What do you want to drag all that nonsense that you haven't contended with emotionally into a new love? What's going to happen if you do that? It's asking you here, pay attention to red flags. Past life relationship. So there is something coming in, a new love that is past life related, that you are not, I was feeling like a new quick love, something coming in, a proposal, a marriage, a real strong, fast, quick relationship this person wants. And it's not correct. So pay attention to the red flags. And if it's the person that you were with before, they want to redo it, have a redo, I feel like, no, don't do it. They are entangling you. This is the moon in Pisces, entangling you in emotional energy. And that's not going to allow you to progress. And we talked about burning up that emotional energy in the previous reading. So you might want to listen to that if you didn't hear it. So I am feeling, meditate, and contemplate. Absolutely getting these messages throughout the whole thing. So this is where, if you're worrying about your prosperity, working with creativity, and you're sitting in meditation and having your divine helpers help you look at your blessings rather than your, the detriments that you're in right now, I feel like is really wise. And don't escape through a relationship that isn't correct, because it will make you lose more money. That's what I'm seeing. Like, so I'm just telling you not to be like all, oh, money, 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 but with a relationship, but at the same time you have to have balance, with this. So if you're finding something that is off, just pay attention to it. Just observe it. Watch what's going on. And if it is of a detriment to you, I feel like your guides are going to help you through that, help you become aware of where you're giving your power away and where you will be able to keep things on a growing, steady path where you're actually helping other people in society. And I feel like the person that you're going to be with is going to be very much, they maybe even work in like charity or something like that. They may be very, very much working with like helping community. So whatever, I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but I feel like the next person is more, like that's better for you, is, how do I say, like there's someone coming in that is showing red flags. Pay attention. Then there's a person coming in that is correct for you, that has, like they're more working with the public. They work in some kind of community job or, something of that nature. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. Okay, I hopefully that was helpful for you. Now, I'm not going to sage again because sage is still in here and I'm not setting off the fire alarm again. Okay, so we have the rose quartz here, and I am feeling like this is heartfelt energy here that we're contending with, obviously, the heart chakra. Interesting. All right, so we have here expression. You may have been expressing yourself, and I am feeling a lot. This is mainly concerning love, to tell the truth. Not just from the rose quartz, but just from the card layout and the cards that are presented. I feel like there's a lot of nurturing energy here. You're very much a nurturer. You're very much wanting to help people through many things. I feel like you have a lot of strength in those areas in your life. You're able to do that for people. And I feel like here, maybe now is the next time for expression that you need a little nurturing too. So don't just always give the attention, you have to receive the attention. I feel like you're in need of it and you're not used to receiving that much kind of attention. So you're giving attention to specific energies. I feel like with expressions of the way you're speaking right now to people, you're speaking in a very committed way, and the reason why is because you have the commitment card here. You want someone to be committed to. But I even feel like even if this was not in a love situation, however it applies to your relationship, whether it's work or whatever, it could be family even, like there's something there about commitment that is you're really serious about. So when you're talking, it may seem like your expressions are overly expressive. I feel like it's intense. That's what I'm feeling. So there's something there about intensity. I wasn't at first feeling that, and all of a sudden I got this energy of when you express, it's really intense. So let's just see what's going on here. We have the 5 of Swords. So there's been some conflict, and it's definitely been in your love life. Have you been fighting with someone in your love life? Have you been seeing things at a different level or having conflicting views about something? with your person. So I feel like with this, maybe they don't know how to communicate on a deeper level, because you do have the Page of Swords. They may have like had immature sort of conversations with you when you're trying to have a deep conversation, and you're not feeling the depth of where it is where you're at. So there's something about this that's hurtful for you. And maybe in the past they may not have been always a committed kind of person. So there is something here. They're coming in with a message though. Or maybe the message is more, I feel, coming from you, that you're tired. I feel like you're tired of something happening. I'm not saying particular the person, but I feel like whatever the thing that is making you feel ill, whatever the thing that is making you feel off-center, whatever it is, like there may be some emotional energy you don't even know how to explain. That's what I'm getting a lot. You're cutting people out, like you're being like really sharp with expression here. And I feel like this is with the King of Swords. I feel like you're beginning to master this, and you're not going to be like you're reigning in your emotions. I feel like you've maybe gone through it already, and you're learning that you're not going to put this out there like that anymore. You're mastering something here. Interestingly enough, I'm going to just pull this out. I'm drawn to do it. The Moonology cards. This is talking about the North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. So maybe expressing your needs is not what you are used to doing. Having self-care and mastering yourself and receiving energy. Maybe before you were just always giving, and now it is time for you to concentrate on what it is, how you're giving, what you're going to receive in return. Because when you give something, you're giving a piece of yourself to somebody. You're giving energy. You're giving, it stays with that person. So when you move away from them, what are you leaving them with? And I feel like you want to leave people with good things. You want to leave people with positive things. And I feel like maybe your expression is really direct, and you're not settling for anything other than that. But it's very direct energy. So there's something about that. You have the Kangaroo, unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Maybe with this card here, maybe the energy is that you are feeling you can't make plans without commitment. You can't do this without having everything in order. Some of you may have strong Virgo energy about you, or moon or sun placement, I'm feeling. So I feel like maybe here having a little plan for how you're going to express something might be helpful for you. I'm seeing here that you have dealings with a blonde woman within a relationship. So this is, some of you maybe have a relationship with a blonde person, but I'm not feeling that this is the person you're with. It may be like a friend or a friend of theirs, something you're talking. I'm getting this picture that you're talking with a friend of your partner's or something like that to get more insight about how your partner is. And I feel like they may have insight for you. So there's something important. It says there's some kind of, there's a bag here. And so that this person is bringing you some kind of good luck. I feel like they may even have like connections to get you a new job or something like that. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to keep going here. A vacation. And you have throne, position of authority. So someone may be offering you a job, and that's through your partner or someone your partner knows. They may be getting you like to do a job. And then we have the mule. So the mule is about like not willing to change. So maybe there's something in your North Node that you're mastering, that you were stubborn about and are wanting to change. Or it could be take this as it resonates, or it could be your partner's being stubborn. Do you understand? So like, just take this as it resonates, because these are general readings, but I'm getting very clearly that everything is sort of up in the air. I feel like you're kind of not really working right now. I don't feel like you're on vacation like this card is saying, but it's like you're taking a rest from a lot more work than what you're used to doing. So and I feel like it's because this person who is stubborn is exhausting you. All right, let's just go on here. Healing family issues. So this person, some of these things that I'm talking about may not be in your relationship, but in your family. So maybe your partner's family is contending with you with stuff. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but it very well could be that it's family like related, okay? These people. You have here flirt, and it's in reverse. It says here to extend your lightheartedness, and then you have unrequited love. So you may be falling out of love with someone, or feel like emotionless towards someone. So you're not into the flirty thing. You're like putting that stop to all that kind of stuff within any kind of relationship you're in, and you're just trying to heal family issues of what you're contending with. So I'm feeling like you're not feeling very like attractive or to a person. Like I feel like maybe that's something you're not, like you're worried about it because it's part of life that I feel like one time had a lot of, like with your relationship, and then this is like saying now, you're not feeling that sort of energy anymore. I do feel like you're more concentrated on healing family issues, long-term family issues. You have here new life, divine mother, psychic awareness, divine soul, and victory, divine happiness. So with these cards being with the Moonology in the North Node, this is telling me that you are moving away from something very negative that is not helping you have proper expression, that isn't giving you the proper attention you need, and isn't giving you commitment. So I feel like you're having victory over that kind of thing, and you're like learning to have true self-care. And I feel like this new life that you're opening with it, I feel like you're a very nurturing person here. I have to say, this has come out in quite a few ways in this particular spread, and I feel like you are very nurturing, and it helps you feel like that's what you're supposed to do in life. However, receive nurturing as well. Remember, if you don't take care of yourself, how can you possibly take care of anybody else? And that's the truth. So your psychic awareness may be opening up, and especially when you're expressing and living your authentic self with your North Node. And when you are doing this and being honest and watching how things are affecting you and pushing things that are negative away from you, etc., then your psychic awareness heightens. You may have challenging times having to understand, empathy, what to do with it, how to do it. You're supposed to let it run through you, not hang on to it, that sort of thing. So it doesn't affect your nervous system. Those people have to contend with it, and when you filter it, then the other person is able to filter it as well a little easier. So you're not just helping yourself, you are helping other people, and them seeing that greatly. So by you understanding that you having self-care and accepting nurturing as much as you're nurturing others, think about how good you feel when you're nurturing others. They feel just as good when they have a chance to nurture you. So I feel like having that give and take and balance is really important lesson for you at this time, and you're having victory over much. So I love that. And I feel like with this rose quartz and the North Node, you are definitely expressing things that are very deep to you, and you are not going to settle for improper relationships. And I am feeling that you are definitely having a healing situation here within these things. And don't be surprised when your psychic awareness is beginning to be heightened. And if you are thinking that you need psychic development, minute classes, it's a wise idea, I feel, to because I'm seeing a lot of things about the occult in this particular third spread that may be wise to have some guidance through that, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so I do hope that you have enjoyed all of these messages. That is what I'm getting for this group this evening, and it's good to see everybody and spend some time with you. I hope that you are all doing very, very well through all these difficult times, and as things are opening up, you get to get out and enjoy your families more and your loved ones and all of these wonderful things. I do think that there's a lot of healing going on for a lot of people, and give yourself time to have those processes and forgive a lot. Okay? Forgive a lot. It's what we do. It's how we work through very difficult times in all aspects, and how we don't damage our aura and other people's, right? Okay, everybody, it's wonderful to see you. I'm going to say good evening, and I will see you online again soon. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye for now.